Welcome back to another video. Today is the first day of fall, so we're going to walk around and see how everything is looking. Let's take a look at the papayas. They are going crazy right now. Check that out. They are loaded. Not bad for Zone 9B. These papayas got hit really bad with the frost, dropped all the leaves. You'll see here, this stem here actually didn't make it, but no problem, they'll come right back. Look at all the fruit. The pineapples are putting on some size. There's about 3 varieties: Sugarloaf, white, and a store-bought one that I just popped the top in the ground. But hopefully next year I'll have some more pineapples. Let's take a look at my potted plants. I kind of abandoned these. I gotta get in here and clean them up a little bit. But this is prickly pear. This one here is golden gooseberry. Can't wait for these to produce. If you haven't had gooseberries, delicious little fruit. They're about the size of a cherry. Delicious. And this is American Beauty dragon fruit. And then in this pot here, there's a bunch of other varieties. Don't know off the top of my head, but there's about 5 just in that pot. Gotta get in here and clean it up, but everything's looking nice and healthy. Dragon fruit has not produced flowers yet. Hopefully next year. This is my flame tongue star fruit. Ever since I moved it to this spot, it has not produced flowers, so hopefully next year. Got my fingers crossed. Looks nice and healthy. It actually looks better than it used to. It was struggling for a while. It had a few spots, but it looks so much better, so maybe next year. This is Juicy Peach Mango, and it flushed out a couple weeks ago, so it's getting some size. Check out these 2 mangoes. This is Pina Colada, getting some size. And this is Sweet Tart, just flushed out some new growth. And this Sweet Tart used to be where my greenhouse is at, but I knew I was going to put the greenhouse there, so I wanted to give Sweet Tart some space. Also, being that we do get hit with the frost, I want to see if being close to the water protects the Sweet Tart. I'm not going to cover this one, so we're going to see what happens. And if it survives and it looks good, I think I'm going to put another mango tree on the other side of this fence. This is my ultra tropical breadfruit. It did survive last winter with some care. This is going to be its first winter in the ground. I am going to protect this one. I mean, these suffer in the 40s, but I don't care. I'm going to do what I can to keep this one alive because it's one of my favorites. Just look at the way the leaves look. That's so cool. This is Maha Chinook. Slow grower. Doesn't flush out as much as the other mangoes. This is Ice Cream. Ice Cream's a really good producer. Since I've had it, it produces mangoes, but unfortunately I was not able to get them. This is Monstera. No fruits yet. Probably a few more years it'll start producing fruit. This is Coconut Cream. Not sure what I'm going to do with this one here. It's got a crack down the middle, and one of the branches are tied up. It's got a really long branch, but I have it tied up, so I'm not sure if I'm just going to trim this one back and try to reshape it, but I'll figure that one out later. Here's the big girl, Carrie. It's got some size to her, so hopefully we'll get a nice amount of fruit this coming season. Let's check out the greenhouse. Everything's looking good in the greenhouse. Got the mango seedlings going. I still have to separate a few, but I'm waiting for them to get some more size. One thing I noticed about the greenhouse is you definitely have to water these trees. The heat in here will dry the plants out, so I purchased a timer. So every morning at 10, timer goes off, and I got this thing here. It soaks the greenhouse. So definitely had to do that because the plants were not looking too healthy. Almost lost my jalapenos and my cucumbers. This is the red Suriname cherry. I have the black one, but the Turk's cap and the sweet almond tree is covering it up. And this is lemon Cattleya guava. These won't produce for a while, they're still very small. Back here, this is diamond mango. It's got some size to it. Maybe next year get some fruit. And back here, some cassava and lemon zest. That's a lemon zest back there. All this cassava. Gotta harvest that in a few months. Back here we got some more sweet almond and miracle fruit, some ginger, some more cassava, bananas. Yeah, there's a coconut back here too. This is Fairchild mango, looking good. Right next to it, it's cassava. Really nice variegated leaves. And we're going to go over to pink guava, which still haven't been able to get any fruit off of this one. The raccoons and the squirrels, it's their favorite fruit in the yard. This is my Kerry star fruit. It did have some flowers, but they didn't produce anything, so we'll see. And this is Sweetheart Lychee, putting on some new growth. Look at the leaves. Look how it loves this spot. Looks really healthy. Let's check out some mulberries. This is a Shangri-La. Check out the big leaves. Just like the Pakistan mulberry, which I have on the other side. And here is Bradenton loquat, I believe. And over here there's another loquat. And I can't remember the variety of this one off the top of my head. And then can't tell, but there's a bunch of grapevines in here. I've already harvested about 2 pounds. Let's take a look at this row here. This is a key lime. Next up, Kahala longan. It's getting pretty big. This is a dancing tangerine. Looking good. Next up, this is a Buque longan. This is my mango privacy fence in the making. I do not plan on trimming these. I want them to grow as much as they can so we can cover up the neighbors. This is Venus, and the other two here are my Kerry seedlings. So I want these to grow as big as possible. Along the fence here, get some sugar cane, purple and green. This is my very small sugar loaf. I have not tipped this back. This is exactly how it's growing, and I'm gonna let it grow. And I kind of like the way it looks. So this one will probably produce in About a year or two. And this is a Ruby Supreme guava, which had some guavas up until a few days ago. Squirrels got me on this one too. So next year I'm gonna figure something out. This is Champagne Loquat. It's got some flowers, but I don't see any fruit set yet. Love bugs are going at it. So we'll see if we get some fruit. The bananas are filling in. I'm very happy with them. They are filling in really nice, and they're starting to produce some pups. So exactly what I wanted. I just have to fill in some spots, but the bananas are looking good. This is Pickering mango. Really good mango, one of my favorites. And here we have Turk's Cap hibiscus, sweet almond, which is taking over the side of the house, and it's covering up this Florida House avocado. So I gotta trim it back, but I'm gonna wait till after the frost. I want to see if it can just protect the tropicals. There's a couple tropical bananas back there that I want to protect. And this is winter avocado. Hasn't grown very much. It's a slow grower, and it had a few avocados on there, but somebody took them off. So this is one of my peach trees. Can't remember the variety of this one. I think it's Tropic Snow. But the peaches, some of them have flowers. Look at this. Flower there. And this one here. So peaches are flowering again. This is Florida King. The peaches are flowering again. So we'll see what happens. I almost forgot my favorite mango, orange sherbet. Man, I can't wait for this one to start producing. It's looking good. Just bouncing around here. I know I missed a bunch of trees. Oh, there's some Jamaican cherry back here. Almost forgot. Yeah, there's a few other trees I forgot to mention. This is yellow Jamaican cherry, and then I have the red one back there. Growing up this tree here is passion fruit, purple possum, and sweet sunrise. This is another look of the Fiji coconut in the ground. This is a Scarlet Beauty plum. It's got some flowers. Really good producer. This is Anna apple, and on the other side of this banana I have a Dorsey apple. I don't want to step on these pineapples. So that's the other apple there.